5:47 p.m. The canvas of goodbye. The question came through the phone, a small lifeline in a quiet afternoon. Alara was staring at a blank canvas, the white fabric taunting her with its emptiness. She needed to escape the walls of her room, if only through color. "What should I paint?" she asked him. Leo didn't hesitate. He closed his eyes and summoned the memory of the sky they had both marveled at, a moment where the universe seemed to pause just for them. "Paint 5:47 p.m., he replied, "when the sun is setting and the sky explodes." Alara looked at her paints, intrigued. "Just a sunset?" "No," he wrote back, his words painting the image in her mind before she even lifted a brush. "Paint the feeling of a gentle goodbye. Paint the sun giving the earth a warm hug before it leaves. That last, lingering touch. And paint the feeling of the cold that rushes in right after he lets go." She felt the breath catch in her throat. He wasn't talking about the sky anymore. He was talking about them. He was talking about the inevitable space between their "see you laters" and their "good mornings." She squeezed the tubes of oil onto her palette. She didn't reach for the primary colors, she reached for the emotions. The orange was the warmth of his arms. She mixed it thick and bright, a burning tangerine that sat low on the horizon of the canvas. It was the safety she felt when they were connected, the heat of his presence that chased away the shadows of her house. The pink was the tenderness. It was the soft, blushing clouds that stretched across the middle. The way she smiled when he called her mamas, the gentle teasing, the little chalk moments. It was the "I love you" that didn't need to be shouted, just felt. The purple was the bruise of the coming night. It was the cold he spoke of. She blended it into the edges of the sky, a deep royal violet that threatened to swallow the light. It represented the distance, the silence of the phone when he was asleep. The physical ache of his absence after the hug of the day ended. As she painted, she realized that 5:47 p.m. wasn't just a time. It was a threshold. It was the exact moment between having him and missing him. Her brush moved with a desperate grace. She wanted to capture that warmth so she could keep it. If she could freeze the oil paint before it dried, maybe she wouldn't have to feel the cold so sharply. When she finished, the canvas was alive. It was a chaotic, harmonious explosion of fire and shadow. It looked like a wound, but it also looked like a miracle. She took a picture and sent it to him, the paint still wet and glistening under her lamp. "It's beautiful," he said, and she could hear the awe in his voice even through the text. "What are you going to call it?" She looked at the orange fighting the purple, the warmth fighting the cold, the sun promising to return even as it left. 5:47 p.m., she replied. It was more than a title. It was a code. It meant, "This is the moment I miss you the most, but this is also the proof that the light was here." And as the real sun dipped below the horizon outside her window, plunging her room into twilight, she looked at the painting. The orange glowed. The hug was still there, captured in oil, keeping her warm until the sun and her moon came back tomorrow.